It's still too early to sleep. Mom and Dad are heading to the university to deliver their annual leave. Well, they only teach one subject, and it's usually just once a month. The students are always happy, and so are Mom and Dad. Big Sister Fraga is going with them, as usual, to make sure they're alright. She always worries about everything, far more than anyone else.
Ghana steps out of the bedroom and heads toward the woods.
It's so serene here, in the quiet of the forest. We live far away from other people, so it makes sense. I haven't seen Miss Maya. She has already been living here a day ago. She's making sure the scholars have everything they need before they leave for Einsborn Castle.
A distant chattering catches Ghana's ear.
What's that?
Ghana moved closer to the source of the noise.
That's Miss Maya's voice. Is she on the phone? But who could she be talking to?
Ghana carefully stalked toward her, staying hidden.
Yes, the scholars agreed to help. But not because of you. They have their own reasons that just happen to align with yours. Yes, they will assist with the vessel. No, I don't need to use the talisman on them. Besides, from what we've gathered, Ridwan has mystic eyes that can detect lies. So I just told the truth, plainly. Understood. I'll update you again tomorrow, same time.
It seems Miss Maya is finished with her call. Talisman? What's that for? My parents? Does she have ill intentions toward them? We've known her for so long, and now she's plotting something?
Maya is staring blankly at her now turned-off phone.
So, this is the moment you show your true colors, Miss Maya?
Maya startles, clearly caught off guard. She didn't hear Ghana's approach. Her head whips around, recognizing the voice. It's Ghana.
Ghana? When did you?
I heard everything, Miss Maya. What talisman are you hiding? Miss Maya quickly hides her hand behind her back. I knew it, she's holding the talisman I overheard. I have to stay alert. If she's willing to plot against my parents, she wouldn't hesitate to do the same to me.
Ghana, this isn't what you think.
Then enlighten me, Miss Maya. Reluctantly, she reveals the talisman, her movements slow. I recognize the strange engraving on the paper. An erasing memory talisman, rare and expensive. Why would she use this on my parents?
This talisman, it's to ensure your parents will help us, Ghana.
Us? You and Kiritsugu?
Maya nods slowly, guilt evident on her face.
You know how unfair this Holy Grail war is for Kiritsugu. His wife, Miss Irisfield, she'll be sacrificed for the Grail. Don't blame him, blame me. I'm the one who intended to use this on your parents.
You do realize my father can see through your tricks, right?
I'm prepared for that. But I know it's wrong. Maybe even cruel, to do this to your family. We've known each other for so long, and now, everything feels like a sacrifice for this Holy Grail. Thankfully, your parents agreed to help on their own. I won't need to use the talisman.
I could still tell them about this.
There's a tense silence between them.
Then there's nothing I can do. I couldn't stop you, I wouldn't even try. All I can ask is for your understanding, Ghana.
Miss Maya's eyes betray a plea, even though she tries to hide it. I pity her. This isn't what she wants. But Kiritsugu, he demands absolute certainty. He's forcing her to manipulate even us. Damn him.
Ghana sits beside Maya, who still stands near the tree.
Is it really so important to you? For my parents to help him in this war?
Yes.
A brief silence falls between them, heavy with unspoken thoughts. After a moment, Maya sits beside Ghana. Together, they gaze into the distance, lost in the quiet of the forest.
You know, using something like a memory-erasing talisman to force a new task to them into helping, it's going too far, don't you think?
I'm well aware of that.
Her calm answer makes me look away. There's something unnerving about her sincerity, as if it could disarm me if I let it. It's heartbreaking, you know? Watching someone I love, about try to betray us like this. I feel her gaze shift toward me, though I don't turn to meet it. The sudden attention sharpens the air between us. Is she curious? Confused?
What do you mean, Ghana?
Well, this isn't my first heartbreak. When my best friend passed away, I felt like my heart broke. I was angry at God. But as time passed, I learned to accept it.
That is not what I meant.
I turn quickly, realizing how close her face is to mine. Her eyes are intense, searching. Did I say something wrong? Why does it feel like she's asking for more? What do you mean?
You implied that you love me?
Yes, I did say that.
Out of nowhere, Maya chuckles softly, leaning back against the tree, as if the tension has suddenly lifted.
I see her gaze return to the forest, a faint smile on her lips, as if amused by the conversation.
That's not love, Ghana. You're merely lusting after me.
Lust? No, how could you think so lowly of me? I don't lust after you. I truly have feelings for you, slight, yes, but still love.
I can see how you look at my breasts. That alone tells me you're lusting after me. I'm older than you, Ghana. I've lived in a far crueler world than you can imagine. I know the difference between love and lust. And what you have is lust.
Lust? Me? I'm not lusting after her, am I? Yes, Miss Maya is beautiful, but that doesn't mean. But it doesn't mean I am lusting over her. Yet, the more I think about it, the more I feel. My private part. Hard? Why? Why now? No, this isn't lust. Besides, we're talking about your intentions toward my parents. Don't try to twist the conversation away from the real problem. Miss Maya's eyes shift back toward me, her lips parting slightly, her expression unreadable.
So what do you want to do about it? You didn't want to tell all about this to your parents, but you also didn't want to let go of this problem.
Who said I will not tell to mom and dad? Once they are home, I can tell them.
Can, not will, right? If you were really going to tell them, you'd have distanced yourself from me already. You would have run since you know that I'm a mage hunter. A killer. But instead, you chose to sit right next to me.
She's right. I hadn't thought that far ahead. I thought by sitting close to her, I could gather more information, but she's seen through me completely. As expected of Miss Maya. Well, I can change my mind anytime, you know. Mom and Dad won't help you once I tell them what's going on. I could see the disappointment etched on Miss Maya's face as she looked back into the distant woods. Was this really so important to her, getting my parents' help for this war?
I won't stop you. You can do whatever you feel is right.
Is this another one of her tactics? Is she trying to play on my empathy, intentionally giving up so that I wouldn't tell my parents about her original plan? Fine, you win. I appreciate that you didn't use that talisman, forcing my father into something violent. From the corner of my eye, I catch a faint smile tugging at her lips. But it's not a smile of triumph. It's a smile of relief.
A long, heavy silence enveloped them. They both sat there, side by side, surrounded by the quiet of the woods.